Ezra, the scribe, an expert in the law of God. The book of Ezra describes the return of the Jewish exiles from Babylon and the restoration of life and worship in Jerusalem. These events are presented in the following steps. Number 1. The first group of Jewish exiles returns from Babylonia at the order of Cyrus, the Persian emperor. Number 2. The temple is rebuilt and dedicated and the worship of God restored in Jerusalem. Number 3. Years later, another group of Jews returns to Jerusalem under the leadership of Ezra, an expert in the law of God, who helps the people reorganize their religious and social life in order to safeguard the spiritual heritage of Israel. Who are Jews or Jewish people? Jews mentioned in the book of Ezra are the remnant of the Babylonian captivity, primarily from the tribe of Judah, who returned to Jerusalem. When the Jews repeatedly disobeyed, God allowed Babylonians to invade Jerusalem and destroy the city. They plundered the valuable articles of gold and silver from the temple, then destroyed it. The city buildings and walls were also destroyed. Most of those who survived the battle were captured and taken into captivity in Babylon. Jerusalem was left in ruins. God spoke through the prophet Jeremiah to let the Jews know that they would remain as captives for 70 years before they would be able to return. Almost 70 years later, the mighty Babylonian Empire fell to Cyrus, the king of Medes and Persians. In the first year that Cyrus of Persia was emperor, the Lord made what he had said through the prophet Jeremiah come true. God prompted Cyrus to issue the command and send it out in writing to be read aloud everywhere in his empire. Cyrus commands the Jews to return. This is the command of Cyrus, emperor of Persia. The Lord, the God of heaven, has made me ruler over the whole world and has given me the responsibility of building a temple for him in Jerusalem in Judah. May God be with all of you who are his people. You are to go to Jerusalem and rebuild the temple of the Lord, the God of Israel, the God who is worshipped in Jerusalem. If any of his people in exile need help to return, their neighbors are to give them this help. They are to provide them with silver and gold, supplies and pack animals, as well as offerings to present in the temple of God of Israel. The order was written in the official records so that everyone would know it was the king's command. When the announcement was read, the heads of the clans of the tribes of Judah and Benjamin, the priests and Levites, and everyone else whose heart God has moved, got ready to go and rebuild the Lord's temple in Jerusalem. All their neighbors helped them by giving them many things: silver, utensils, gold, supplies, pack animals, other valuables, and offerings for the temple. Cyrus gave them back the bowls and cups that King Nebuchadnezzar had taken from the temple in Jerusalem and had put in the temple of his gods. Many of the exiles left the province of Babylon and returned to Jerusalem and Judah, each to his own city. Their families had been living in exile in Babylonia ever since King Nebuchadnezzar had taken them as the prisoners. When they arrived back in Jerusalem, they found the city in ruins. When the exiles arrived at the Lord's temple in Jerusalem, some of the leaders of the clans gave free will offerings to help rebuild the temple on its old site. They gave as much as they could for this work. The priests, the Levites, and some of the people settled in or near Jerusalem. The musicians, the temple gods, and the temple workmen settled in nearby towns. And the rest of the Israelites settled in the towns where their ancestors had lived. By the 7th month, the people of Israel were all settled in Jerusalem, and Jeshua son of Jehozadak, his fellow priests, and Zerubbabel son of Shealtiel, together with his relatives, rebuilt the altar of God of Israel, so that they could burn sacrifices on it according to the instructions written in the law of Moses, the man of God. Money was given to pay the stonemasons, craftsmen, and the carpenters who worked with stone and wood to start rebuilding the temple. A few months later, the rebuilding work began, supervised by a team of Levites under the direction of Zerubbabel and Jeshua. Gifts were given to the people of Tyre and Sidon in exchange for cedar trees from Lebanon, which were to be brought by sea to Joppa. All this was done with the permission of Cyrus, emperor of Persia. When the men started to lay the foundation of the temple, the priests in their robes took their places with trumpets in their hands, and the Levites of the clan of Asaph stood there with cymbals. They praised the Lord according to the instructions handed down from the time of King David. They sang the Lord's praises, repeating the refrain, "The Lord is good, and his love for Israel is eternal." Everyone shouted with all their might, praising the Lord, because the work on the foundation of the temple had been started. Many of the older priests, Levites, and heads of clans had seen the first temple, and as they watched the foundation of this temple being laid, they cried and wailed. But the others who were there shouted for joy. No one could distinguish between the joyful shouts and the crying, because the noise they made was so loud that it could be heard far and wide.